Shruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram. We are coming to now next chapter, next section of chapter 4. The next section is called Jyotir Brahmana. Jyotir Brahmana means Brahman described as light. The Brahman is described as light. Okay, this is called Jyotir Brahmana or Atma Jyoti. So the light of the self. There are a couple of conversations here where Brahman is explained in terms of the light, Jyoti. Okay. So this is a very important and famous section in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Let us understand the context of this. At some point of time, there are many sages which had gathered in Janaka Raja's court. Sages like Shweta Ketu, Aruneya, Shoma Shushma, Satyayagni. There are many sages. So the many great sages had assembled in Janaka Raja's place. And Yadnavalkya was also there. The discussion was on Upasana or devotion or meditation. Upasana, devotion, meditation means same thing. So mental contemplation of Brahman. It is said that Janaka Raja was the best among that. Janaka Raja knew Upasana very well compared to other sages, including Yadnavalkya. Yadnavalkya is great in Jnana. Yadnavalkya has knowledge of Jnana, Atma Jnana. He is the greatest, Brahmadnani. But in Upasana, Janaka Raja, it seems Janaka Raja surpassed many of the sages. He was a great Upasaka, meditator. Okay. So Janaka Raja clarified the doubts of many other sages there, including sages like Shweta Ketu, Aruneya, many of the sages, and including doubts of Yadnavalkya, Janaka Raja clarified on the Upasana side. Whereas Atmadnana side, he was not so strong. On the Upasana, Janaka Raja was very, very good. Meditation. Okay. He clarified that, and everybody is very so pleased. Yadnavalkya was also very pleased by Janaka Raja. Then Janaka Raja asked him, can you teach me Atmadnana, Brahmadnana? Okay. So Yadnavalkya gave him a boon. It's called boon. Okay. It's called Kama Prashne. Kama Prashne means at any point of time, anywhere, you can ask a question and I will answer the question. Like Yadnavalkya is a great sage, okay, enlightened sage. Nobody can come and disturb him unless he allows them. But Janaka Raja got a special permission. At any point of time, you can ask me any question on Atmadnana, related to Atmadnana, I will answer. Unfortunately, at that time, they didn't have WhatsApp and internet and email. They had to meet personally. So, the story is, one day Yadnavalkya comes to Janaka Raja's palace. But Yadnavalkya has taken a vrata, Mauna vrata. For so many days, I will not speak to anybody. He was in silence. Okay. In that silence, he has come to Janaka Raja's palace. Janaka Raja asks a question to him. Now Yadnavalkya had to break his silence and answer the question because he had given a Kama Prashna. Anytime, anywhere you can ask a question, I will give the answer. So the question asked by Janaka Raja, the consciousness, the self, is what kind of light is it? What kind of light is the self? Is the question. Okay. See, here the question is taking us to AntarJyothi or light of the self. The AntarJyothi light of or light of the self is the greatest teaching of Vedanta. Okay. When we see the sun is a very great light. Without sunlight, nothing can be seen. Sun illuminates everything. But our eyes illuminate the sun. Without eyes, sun cannot be seen. This way, light of the eyes is greater than light of sun. Light of the eyes is consciousness. So, light of the eyes is seen by the intellect, buddhi. Intellect is a great light. Because if the intellect is not working, eyes cannot see the sun. The intellect itself is illuminated by light of the self, AntarJyothi. So AntarJyothi or the light of self is the greatest light. So this teaching has to be given in a very systematic way by Yajnavalkya to Janaka Raja. So I remember the shloka of Antaryami in by Brahmadnanavali Mala by Sri Shankaracharya. AntarJyothi Bahirjyothi Pratyakjyothi Paratpara Jyotireva Jyotihi Swayam Jyotihi AntarJyothi Shivosmyaham. Light of the light, AntarJyothi, inner light, the light of the outer light, innermost light, and light beyond all lights is awareness, myself. I am that light. This is the teaching of Sri Shankaracharya. So that teaching is based on that particular sloka Sri Shankaracharya composed based on the Jyotir Brahmana of Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Okay. So Janaka Raja's question is like this. I am aware of the world. Okay. This awareness, is it one with my body or is it separate from body? The awareness is what I call as Atma. Myself, when I say awareness, if there is no awareness, I don't have myself, right? So is this awareness one with the body or separate from the body? Because body is functioning, I am seeing, I am hearing, okay, I am walking, I am doing something, okay. That means there is a power which is taking care of this body. Is this power one with the body? Okay. So many people confuse the body as the Atma or the awareness. Atma means awareness. Confuse the body with awareness, and this is called Dehatma Buddhi. It's a total confusion of human mind. And in this total confusion, they forget the real self and get into illusion to self called body, and they spend whole of their life taking care of the body when the real self is forgotten. So the first question which Janaka Raja has is that light one with the body or separate from their body? Okay, so this is the question. Yajnavalkya tries to explain. First he starts from the outside. So for us, the human being is called Purusha. For Purusha, sun is the light. Okay, sun is the light. Because of sun, we are able to see so many things in light. Without sun, there is nothing can be seen. Sun is the light, and people worship sun as Surya Deva because sun is helping us to function in the world. Okay, and solar energy is used for so many purposes. Sun is a great Dev, God's great consciousness, Deva. So then he asks Janaka Raja, Surya Deva is not there, sun is not there. Then what is the light for human beings? What is the light for Purusha? When sun is not there, what is the light? And sun is not there. Sun is there only in the morning time. In night time, moon is the light. In the moon, when the moon is there, moon shines the light. So we can see in the moonlight. Okay, this is the answer which is given by Janaka Raja. Moon is the light. Sun is not there. Moon is the light. So then Janaka Raja, then he asked question: if sun and moon both are not there, what is the light? Okay, when sun and moon are both are not there, then the light is nothing but walk, means sound. Because let's say total darkness is there, pitch darkness is there. There is no sun, there is no moon. Then if you have to ask a direction, you will hear the sound. Okay, birds making sound. Okay, something I have to go. Okay, animals making sound. Something I have to go. When the sun and moon are both are not there, sound is the light. Sound gives the direction. Okay, right? So sun is the words are the light. So if you say one after the other, sun is the light. When the sun is not there, moon is the light. When moon is there, moon is not there. The pitch darkness is there. Sound is the light, which is what shows the way. So when sound is not there, then what is the light? Is the question. When the sound is not there, I am aware that there is no sound. I am aware that there is no light. I am aware that there is no sunlight. I am aware that there is no moonlight, and I am aware that there is no sound. So that awareness lights up presence and absence of sunlight, presence and absence of moonlight, and presence and absence of sound. So a light which lights up all these three is a greater light. That's called AntarJyothi. The sunlight, when the sunlight is there, darkness is not there. Right? Darkness is absence of sunlight. Moonlight is there is no darkness. Darkness is the absence of moonlight also. When the sound is there, silence is not there. Okay? So, silence is absence of sound. But if you look at this, all these presence and absence of something is known by one light, that's called awareness. So that awareness is greater light because it is able to recognize the presence and absence of all other lights.
Is this light and the knowing principle same? Because
Knowing principle, yes. Yeah. Awareness, right? We'll come to that. Huh? So, and Janaka Raja says that is called AntarJyothi, the light of the self. AntarJyothi is the greatest light. Now the challenge here is all other lights can be seen and their absence can be seen, but AntarJyothi cannot be seen. Okay? So, but that's why people confuse that AntarJyothi or light of self with the body, because I am not able to see. Alright? I am not able to see. People confuse that light with the body. That's why Sri Shankaracharya gives some examples why it is that AntarJyothi is not the body. Okay? One example he says, you in the waking state, you have this body, okay, and you are experiencing the world. So you think that AntarJyothi is the body in the waking state. You are confusing AntarJyothi with the body. But in the dream state, this body is not there. Okay? But you are seeing the dream world. So that means AntarJyothi is not this body. The light of self is not the body. Because the waking state body and waking state world is gone in the dream. Dream you have a different body and different world. The dream body and dream world is lighted up by, is seen in that light, which is called AntarJyothi. So that AntarJyothi is definitely not waking state body. So Atma is not waking state body. In deep sleep state, there is total pitch blankness or darkness. Even the darkness is known that there is a darkness. So the light is there, and then there is no body, there is no dream body also. So the AntarJyothi is not any of your bodies, because in the presence of AntarJyothi, presence and absence of all bodies are seen, and AntarJyothi itself is not seen. So that's why it is not any of the bodies. It is separate from the body awareness. Is the logic clear? This one example he gives. AntarJyothi is different from the body. Now second example says, if let us assume that AntarJyothi itself is the body, your light of self is the body, then when the person dies, his body is burnt, his body is cremated. Why so? Because that light is not there in that body. Light of awareness is not there in the body. So if body itself is the light, body itself is awareness, then the cremation should not happen, because body lies on the bed. The cremation is happening because the light which is giving the light to the body is disappeared or is not there. AntarJyothi awareness is not there. The self light of self is not there. That's why you are cremating the body. So from these examples, please understand that light of the self is different from the body. Light of self is not the body. Okay. One more example says, if the light of the self itself is the body, okay, then you will not be aware of the functioning of the body. You will not be aware of the eyes, ears, because see, if you are something, then you cannot know the presence of that. You can only say, I am, but you cannot know that, functioning of that. You know functioning of the eyes, that means you are separate from the functioning of the eyes. You know functioning of the body, that's why you are separate from the functioning of the body. If you are the body, then you cannot know the functioning of the body.
Just like eyes cannot know itself.
Just like eyes can see anything other than itself, but eyes cannot see itself. Tongue can taste any food, but tongue cannot taste itself. So if you are already the body, then functioning of the body you should not know. But you know very well functioning of the body. If your hand is not able to, you are not able to lift the hand, you know my hand, I cannot lift my hand. If your eyes are not operating, you know my eyes are not operating. That means you are separate from this body. So then the Janaka has a question. You give me an example of sun. Sun, light of sun gives the light for everything. Right? Similarly, why AntarJyothi cannot be external light? Why it's internal light? Right? It can be as well an external light. Is the inner light internal light? Okay? The light itself is inner light. When the sunlight lights up something, okay, so you said it's separate from the body, I agree. Okay, is it another function of the body, the light?
Yeah.
It's one more functioning of the body, the light, awareness is one more functioning of the body. It's separate from the eyes, ears and all.
Or it could be some other sense organ.
Sense organ of the body.
Not to be seen.
Not to be seen. That is not so, because sense organs, even when no other sense organs function also, the light of self functions. In the deep sleep, everything else is not functioning. But your awareness that I exist doesn't go. So it is different from the body, and it is inner light because it is there in your body. And when that inner light goes, the body becomes dead and buried or cremated. So that inner light is called AntarJyothi or light of the self. It is different from the light, and it's still inner light because it is not visible to the sense organs.
What do you mean by inner and external?
No, in the external means
His
what is
question I didn't understand.
Ex-
It is external.
external means external to visible to sunlight, like visible to sense organs. Sun is visible to sense organs. Moon is visible to sense organs. External.
Out of
Oh, the
body.
light of
Other than
awareness
the-
should be visible to my sense organs.
Sense organs. It is not visible to your sense organs. It's inner light because it's beyond all sense organs. Okay. That's why Upanishad says it is the light of eyes. Eye of the eye. Ear of the ears. Okay. Nose of the nose. It says it is the inner light, not the outer light. It is not available to any sense organs. Outer light is available to sense organs. Okay. That inner light is awareness. And awareness is AntarJyothi, light of the self. Kim Jyotihi
Kim Jyoti
Evayam
Evayam
Purusha
Purusham
Ityatmai
Nityatmai
Asya Jyotihi
Asya Jyoti
Bhavati Iti
Bhavati Iti
Atmanaivaayam Jyotisha Aste
Jyotisha
Palyayate Karma Kurute Vipalyeti Iti 4.3.6. This Purusha is consciousness, is which light? He is the self-luminous light. There is no other light which can illuminate him. He is called the self, AntarJyothi. Because of his presence, the functioning of the body happens. You sit, you walk, and functioning happens. In the absence of this light, no functioning can happen. Okay, this is an independent light. This is not an external light. This is the innermost light, AntarJyothi. Okay, people confuse this AntarJyothi with the body or the mind, which is none of this. It's an independent reality. You are not the body. You are not the mind. You are not the intellect. You are pure consciousness. Nanu, nanembudu, nanalla, ideha, manabuddhi, nanalla, sachidanandatma, shivananane, shivananane, shivoham, shivoham, shivoham.
light of the self. So you are saying it's the innermost light, but then light of the self is everywhere, no Guruji, because self is everywhere. So light of the self is everywhere, not just inside the body, right?
Yes, I'm not.
For you, it's awareness. Through your sense organs, it is lighting of the world.
So it may be everywhere, but my sense organs cannot perceive the light of the self, right?
Yeah, light of self is seeing through your eyes. How can your eyes can see through spectacles, but spectacles cannot see the eye, no?
Light of the self is seeing through my eyes, but whatever it is seeing is also again the light of the self only.
It's a reflection of the light of self.
Okay.
Seeing the reflection. When I see the chair, I am seeing the reflection of light of the awareness on the chair. When I am seeing a chair, actually, I am seeing not a chair, but reflection of sunlight on the chair. Right? Reflection of sunlight is seen in the reflection of awareness light. AntarJyothi is reflected on the light chair.
Reflection of the sunlight is seen in the reflection of awareness. Stop.
Yeah.